Hello, good evening mga ka-privacy. Welcome back to another episode of Privacy in the Spotlight. So, heto na nga, episode 7, season 2. Season 2 na tayo. And yung episode natin ngayon ay pinapamagatang Privacy Patrol, Compliance and Registration 101. And of course, we have here Director Obin Nieva, Director 4 ng DASCO or Data Security and Compliance Office. Good evening po, Director. And also, kasama natin si Sir Grelly. Sir Grelly Ramos is the ITO or Information Technology Officer ng Compliance and Monitoring Division. Kamusta po kayo sa pang-araw-araw? Busy po ba?
So, the pressure is real.
The pressure is on.
Inaaraw-araw ko kayo ng memo.
Busy po. Director Obin, bakit po kailangan mag-register? Yun kasi yung usual na question eh. Yung mga baguhan pa lang sa Data Privacy Act, bakit kailangan mag-register?
Well, the number one reason for that is that the NPC is partly regulatory in nature. We regulate data security in the country. Paano mo mariregulate kapag hindi mo alam kung sino-sino ang i-regulate mo? You need them to register. Just like the Securities and Exchange Commission, you register with them so that alam nila kung sino yung mga subjects of their jurisdiction. So we need them to register with us para alam din natin kung sino ay re-regulate natin.
So ano po naman yung benefit nun sa mga customers, clients, pag yung company is registered with the National Privacy Commission?
Well, the benefit, firstly, the benefit to the country would be we are compliant with the international standards in data privacy because we have our law saying that they need to register. That is mandatory if they meet the thresholds. And for the companies who register, that will be a very good exhibition of corporate social responsibility because they create goodwill towards the public. They are saying that you can do business with our company because we are protecting your data. You are safe here. Trust us. And you know Filipinos, they like to have their privacy respected. And that is very important.
So parang reputation na rin po ng company yung nakataya.
Yes, because if you are not registered with the National Privacy Commission, how can these clients, how can your patrons go to you knowing that you do not even comply with the law? How can they trust you with the data that you collect from them if they know that you are negligent or you just don't give a damn about data privacy, which is a global trend nowadays.
So, speaking of compliance, actually si Sir Grelly ngayon, meron dapat OSV, yung on-site visit. So, anong ginagawa niyo sa on-site visit? Doon ba chine-check niyo yung mga ginagawa nila and nagre-release ba kayo doon ng seal of registration? Chine-check niyo kung meron silang nakapaskil, ganun ba yung
ayun
OSV?
yung mga pupunta kami sa mga offices ng PIC. Then, sine-check namin yung kung meron silang privacy manual. Then, kung nag-undergo sila ng PIA sa mga data processing system nila. Tsaka kung meron silang privacy program. Yung seal of registration, na kukuha siya o na-download siya dun sa MPCRS pag nag-register sila sa amin. Yun.
So, ganun. So, yung seal of registration, makukuha lang siya after na matapos at ma-approve yung registration nila. Ano po bang itsura ng seal of registration?
Well, this is what we plan to release in the next few months na a standardized version of the seal of registration. And we plan every year, nagpapalit ng design so that it will be hard to imitate. So may QR code yan for security reasons. And
holographic po siya.
Yes, the design now is a hologram sticker, but it could vary from time to time.
So, ito po yung itsura ng seal of registration. Pero, ang alam ko po sa ngayon, yung mga companies, pwede nilang i-print on their own.
Yes, yan yung problem, that they could print it on their own. So, when you go to a store perhaps, a store in this mall, print nila ganito kaliit.
Oo, masyadong maliit.
O minsan black and white. When you go to another store, malaki naman. Nasobrahan naman ng laki. So, maganda for aesthetic and security reasons, standardized na yan by the NPC. Only the NPC could release the stickers, including the certificate of registration.
Okay. Speaking of certificate of registration, kasi sir, ang daming nagre-report na maraming fake na certificate of registration. Yes. So, ang importante, ang nakapaskil is seal of registration. Yeah. Paano po ba to masusure ng mga customers and clients na hindi siya fake? So, paano ba nag-work ang seal of registration?
Ang naging security measures kasi namin sa seal of registration is yung QR code. So, once the data subject can scan the QR code like this, in the other phone, lalabas, nakakonect kasi yung QR code na yan dun sa mismong dashboard ni PIC kung nag-register sila sa amin. Lalabas dyan is yung kung anong name ng PIC, then anong email address, DPO email address, and yung validity ng certificate nila. So, ito yung example.
Ayan. So, pag nakakita kayo ng seal of registration, pwede nyo siyang i-scan, tapos ito yung lalabas.
Oo. Hindi siya mamipeke kasi naka-connect lang siya sa NPCRS.
Kasi ang daming nag-fake daw. Kasi, syempre, ipiprint lang. So, yan yung security na hindi siya fake.
Yes.
Meron po ba tayong mga concerned Director Obin when it comes to seal of registration na, for example, paano kung may nagsumbong? Kasi ang alam ko, meron tayong privacy patrol at privacy.gov.ph. Yes. So ano po yung mangyayari pag nagsumbong yung data subject na walang seal of registration yung specific company?
Well,
may penalties po ba yun?
Yes, of course. We will do a privacy sweep dun sa company na yun. And if we find out that the stickers are non-existent, or the stickers na ginamit nyo or certificate of registration is fake, then I will unleash upon you the full wrath and might of the Compliance and Monitoring Division. And you will receive notices. And then we will recommend to the Commission for adjudication na mag-impose ng fine up to 5 million. And that is profit you could already take home. That's why it would be easier and much more simpler and more cost-effective for you to register now. Because madali lang naman ang registration process.
Speaking of madali yung registration process, Sir Grelly, paano ba magpa-register? At sino ba yung dapat na nagpapa-register?
According to the Circular 2022-4, which is yung registration circular natin, meron tayong tatlong threshold para kung sino yung kung pwedeng mag-register. Which is, first is yung PIC na merong 250 na employee. Second is yung kung nagpa-process kayo ng at least 1,000 sensitive personal information. Then the third is yung pinaprocess yung data can pose harm or serious risk to data subject. So yun po.
Tapos, paano sila mag-register? Kasi yung iba, nagpapadala ng scan sa email sa info@privacy.gov.ph. Pero ngayon ay meron ng system.
Yeah, which is yung
NPCRS. Ano po yung gagawin doon?
Punta lang po sila sa website ng NPCRS na meron naman po link sa website ni NPC. So, kung gusto niyo na po dumiretso, ang address po is npcregistration.privacy.gov.ph. So, first po doon is gagawa kayo ng DPO account. Then, pag na-approve na po yung DPO account, mag-login lang po kayo. Then, tsaka nyo po i-register kung saan under na PIC po kayo. Tsaka yung mga data processing na ginagamit po ni PIC.
To add to that, Roren, almost everyone is a personal information controller or processor. Maglagay ka lang ng CCTV camera sa restaurant mo or sa store mo. Imposible lang hindi ka maka 1,000 yan in 1 year. That's why ang lawak ng sakop ng National Privacy Commission. We are even more wide scope than the Commission on Audit because the Commission on Audit audits only government entities. But tayo,
lahat po, private and government.
Even the embassy in Saudi Arabia, pinapadalhan natin ng show cause order, for example. Because that is personal information ng mga Pilipino. Pinoprotektahan natin. And we protect data security in Philippine cyberspace. Yun lang yung And then, just want to add that you need to register, really. It's very important for us na mag-register na kayo because we are in an age of digital. And we need to promote the rights of the data subjects, and a few people know what their rights are because data. Ang Pilipino, kung anong hindi nila nakikita, hindi yan totoo. What you see is real. What you don't see, hindi totoo. Can you see data? You cannot. That's why mga bata ngayon, gamit ng internet, but they do not know the responsibilities that come with it. That's why we need to promote digital citizenship.
So, para makita nila na compliant ang isang company, kailangan may seal of registration.
Hindi lang yan nakapaskil sa premises, even online.
So, dapat magpa-register na po kayo. So, last question na lang po, no? Kasi meron lang, Sir Grelly, may mga feedback lang po tayo na na-receive. Meron silang nakapag-register na sila pero hindi nila ma-generate yung seal of registration. Ano po ba yung dapat nilang gawin?
Kasi sa MPCRS, once you na-approve na yung registration nila, magkakaroon ng parang button sa upper right, which is generate certificate. Once naklik mo yun, luckily dati, mag-open yung dalawang tab. So, yun yung nagiging problema. Kala nila isang tab lang, okay na sila doon, hindi nila napapansin yung self-registration. So, ang ginawa na lang po namin ngayon para mas mapabilis, auto-download na siya. So, once you click the general certificate, check na lang po nila yung download folder nila. May dalawang file po doon, which is yung certificate of registration. Tsaka seal of registration.
So, pag na-reject, yun pag na-approve. Pag na-reject po, meron namang reason for rejection.
Yun naman po yung SOP namin na kailangan pag ni-reject mo, sabihin mo, i-inform mo rin si PIC kung anong reason kung bakit sila na-reject.
Ayun. So, sir, any message sa ating mga PICs, PIPs, and also sa data subject? Kasi customers yung importante po talagang protektahan eh. Message po.
Well, first of all, I have a gift for you. Ay napansin ko na wala kang jingle dito sa ginawan kita ng jingle.
Sige po.
Do you want to hear it?
Sige po, sir.
You want to hear it?
Sige, sir.
It goes something like this. Parang promotion na rin sa It is our policy ensuring data privacy, a fundamental human right maintaining harmony with the free flow of information, hand in hand promoting growth and innovation. And the rights of the data subjects are ensured, and the data that's collected are kept secured. Our nation is for data protection. We are the National Privacy Commission.
Dapat pala hindi na tayo.
Gift ko na for this
na tayo
for this episode only.
Wow naman. So, thank you,
That's
Sir
my
Obin.
message.
So, hindi lang message. Meron pa
promotion na
pahim
rin.
si Director Robin. Pwede po ba namin kayo makuha for our future promotions? Sir Grelly, message po. Baka meron kayong gustong ipaabot doon sa mga nagkakaroon ng problema pag-register.
Pag ano naman po, pag meron po kayong mga ibang concern or nagkakaroon kayo ng mga difficulties sa pag-register, open naman po yung line namin sa CMD o sa Registration Management Unit para ma-address po yung mga concern po nila.
Which is,
naman po kaming
So, trunk line ng NPC Local 103 and 118. Ayan. So, maraming salamat, Director Obin, for the message and sa pagkanta po ninyo.
Thank you, Roren.
Nako, mahal po yung talent ata. And Sir Grelly, thank you rin po sa inyo. Alam kong busy kayo pong dalawa, but nagkaroon tayo ng time. And for our ka-privacies, if you have any questions and comments, follow and send in on our official Facebook and Twitter, former Twitter X pages. Kung meron din kayong gustong ibahaging kwento, isend nyo lang sa spotlight@privacy.gov.ph. Sa susunod na episode na
Privacy in the Spotlight.